He's got to calculate this, Pragg, but you don't envy him. He's just got to push and hope. Nothing else to do now. White's pawn is about to land on a7. I think you're right, Peter. He's just too slow. And d5 throwing a spanner in the works, but that pawn can just be captured.
And then queen e2. That's the idea. And then try to give a7, queen a6 check. Very interesting move. Forget about the computer criticizing that move. This is fighting. Pragg is fighting for his life. We need to on the board.
Really clever practical try here. Easy to get nervous as Arjun. Will he offer a queen trade? He needs to make sure he's not getting checked too much if he pushes his pawn forward. Maybe he can still get away with it, but scary stuff for both sides. Okay, he does offer the queen trade.
Hang on, but now we can take rook a8 and then we push h3 before you go. Exactly, queen takes c4, rook a8 and h3, h2 before white reaches with pawn to b5.
Wow, so Pragg has to sense that for the first time in this game, he can trade queens, and there we go. Concretely, it does work. White's a pawn ran too far away from its supporter there on the b file, and we're going to get a rook endgame where White's a pawn up, but not easy to decide. This computer says draws, Peter.
Yes, it is a draw. I mean, Pragg is out of trouble, and look at this. He feels I'm back. That's the body language we are seeing, and Arjun in a state of shock. It looked like, okay, when, of course I can trade queens because my pawns are queening, but no. Chess is crazy.
Chess is crazy, and the skill level of these players is crazy. Pragg, so resourceful, so tenacious. It looked dead lost. It looked like he was dead and buried. That a pawn about to win the game, but suddenly that pawn is falling, and Arjun's got a gamble here.
And e5 is only move according to computer for white to save the game. So critical is this position.
That is not obvious, Peter, because it looks like it does nothing e5. Black will just play g5.
Yes.
I don't think that's easy.
Yeah, not at all. It's impossible. I would say it's impossible.
Oh, he's reaching towards it, Arjun. What is even the idea? It's not just e5 alone. It's the idea connected with it that's going to be difficult to find. With under 10 seconds now, Erigaisi, he doesn't find it b6, but surely this just allows Black's rook to get behind.
Yes, g5 wins. Rook c7 check. King goes back to the 8th rank. This is the point. Yeah, it looks like this should be terrible for Black, but if Pragg goes back with the king, it's winning for him.
How is he winning? Where does he hide with his king?
Well, if you keep on checking me, then he zigzags his king all the way to d8.
And Black's pawns are just too far advanced. Black's g and h pawns will beat the white rook later on.
And look at Pragg. I mean, he senses that, wow, I can maybe win this game.
He's on the brink. Massive turnaround. And rook b6 comes with a check. That is the key tempo. White doesn't have time to win that black rook for the b pawn. And the black pawns are just going to push.
Well, but now g4 only move h2, rook h7 is a draw. Which basically, if you are calm enough, you understand. With few seconds of rook, you never know.
You never know. But g4 is logical. Pawns on the 6th rank, or here the 3rd rank, will beat a lone rook.
Yeah, but g4, rook h7, rook takes b7, sacrificing the rook, and then the two connected pawns are winning the race. It's study-like stuff, and Pragg goes for it.
Study-like stuff, but we all know Pragg does his endgame studies. He's so good at calculation. I think we'll see that variation on the board, Peter. Erigaisi's moving towards his rook. He just lost control, and it's all fallen apart. Rook h7. You can see the nerves there. The rook landed in the middle of two squares almost. Not placed well on the h7 square. Now rook takes b7. Is that the only winning move?
It's the only winning move, yes. Otherwise, it's a draw. Very difficult. And Pragg is going for it.
He's going for it. And he's going to make a new queen. These pawns are too strong. We might see an endgame rook and pawn against a queen, and it might be winning, but that will take a long time. Okay, still some technique needed by Pragg. He's about to make a new queen. Erigaisi has to snap off that pawn now. And hope and pray.
But also the problem is that his rook is not connected to his king, yeah? So it's very tricky to find the way to coordinate forces in the first place.
Yeah, if you could land the rook on f5 or a similar square protected by the pawn, then maybe some holding chances. Yeah, in the feature chat, Never think of pushing that g-pawn. I mean, these players are genius for a reason. G4 was amazing. And look at Pragg's body language. He knows he's got this in the bag. Saving
Yes,
chances,
because
Peter? Any at all?
No, not really. I mean, with 10 seconds increment, Pragg goes queen g4. Now rook d8 check is met by king c3. No more checks. The rook cannot connect, and it's game over.
Yeah, beautiful by Pragg, using this technique of the queen
And
covering
now
any checks.
queen a4. It was Danya's favorite motif. Queen a4 was winning on the spot, and Pragg has played it instantly.
Yeah, you can tell these guys, they've studied their queen versus rook endgames. And there we see a handshake. White was about to get checkmated or lose his rook. And Peter, what a turnaround we just saw. We thought Erigaisi was going to take the win. He had a beautiful position, extra pawn, and the queen trade led to that turnaround.